Hi, this is Barbara Niven, and I've just met a great new friend, Joanna Bristow-Watkins, who has been regaling me with stories about her healing. She's an Egyptian alchemy healer. I've never even heard of that before, but what you've been telling me is just fascinating.
Thank you.
Go ahead.
Yes,
Would you
so
describe what
indeed,
an Egyptian alchemy healer does?
I can do, yes. I mean, firstly, you need to know what alchemy is. Most people know it as the changing lead to gold, which is the old sort of medieval
right. We think
tradition.
of a little bit of magic, maybe,
yes,
a little sorcery.
Yes, that's a good description of
Yes.
it. But I mean, really, the concept is taking something worthless and making it priceless.
Oh.
So that's what I'm applying to people to help them. Well, hopefully I'm not starting with worthless people, because that'd be a bit sad, wouldn't it? I wouldn't have any clients. But yeah, I want to take aspects of people that they want to improve or work on, or identify weaknesses and make them into strengths. So that's what it's all about. And why Egyptian? Because I'm fascinated with Egypt, and I had a fantastic mentor who's sadly passed away now, but he taught me the ancient Egyptian philosophies, such as, did you know that there are actually 360 senses, not 5?
No.
So
are you seriously?
Seriously. Well, according to Hakim, who was my mentor, there's 355 others that we can awaken in ourselves.
For instance?
Well, I mean, some of us know perceptions that we've experienced over our lifetimes that don't fit into the 5, such as when you maybe think of somebody and then the next day you get a letter from them.
Yes.
Or you're reading a letter or a CV from someone that you've never met, and yet you have perceived ideas about them which are beyond what's written in the letter.
Or you think of somebody and they call.
Yes, those sort of ideas of telepathy are all examples of additional senses, but there's so many more. And so he excited me at the idea of that, and I set about trying to awaken these other abilities in myself. Clairsentience, clairvoyance, clairaudience, claircognizance, they're all examples of additional senses, and I believe they can be awakened in anybody, and I'm lucky that he set me going on a path to awaken some in myself.
So you think that you can identify 360 senses in you.
I wouldn't like to say that I can definitely do all 360, yes, but I hope I've awakened a lot more than the 5. Yes.
That's so interesting.
Yes.
So to do what you do, and you've been telling me stories and testimonials from some of your clients, it's fascinating. To do what you do you have to be a healer? Do you have to have the gift? Or can somebody learn how to do it?
I think anyone can learn how to do it, but they've got to believe that it's possible. That's all. I think that's the prerequisite. You've got to have an open mind to the impossible really being possible. Hakim's, one of his favourite expressions was, "Nothing is impossible." He used to say.
Egyptian accent.
Yeah, he used to say that, yeah. And he had another lovely little expression which is really uplifting, was yakani yakani, which means I set my faith and banish fear, or I just bring positivity into my life. They're sort of two different translations. Yakani, yakani. It's great, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Very simple.
How did you meet him?
Oh, well, that's a story. I don't think I've got time for that. But basically, he had an Egyptian wife, and he also had an American wife. And I met her through the internet when I was looking for a guide to take my groups to Egypt. And so through synchronicity and exchange of emails, she pointed me in his direction, and I found that he was an amazing person. Yeah.
So do you take people, and I know you train people in healing and expanding their gifts. Do you still take people to Egypt?
From time to time I do, yes I do. But predominantly I train them in the UK.
Wouldn't you love to go see the pyramids and just... There's so much that we don't know about
that's the beauty
ancient
of it.
Healing.
Yeah, I mean, the philosophies of Egypt, what fascinates so many of us is that even though we think we're hugely technologically advanced now, we couldn't build the pyramids.
No.
We wouldn't know how to. We've got theories about how they were built, but we can't really do it. So, there's something fascinating about that civilization, that they had those skills. I mean, they believed that we were an extension of the planet, and that we interacted with the stars and the the other planets beyond our solar system even. So they were very much people who believed that you were part of the earth, not just placed on the earth.
Oh, I love that.
And they thought that you came from the stars and went back to the stars when you died. So it was a very universal understanding. Right. And that's part of what the healing's all about, is just making you feel part of this greater picture, making you feel that you're playing your part in your destiny rather than just living a life with no purpose.
I liked what you said, that you can help someone awaken to their soul purpose.
Yes, that's my catchphrase.